as you look at your profitability, like any other analysis you do, it has the numbers, and then it has the soft issues, the non-quantitative issues. You need to understand if you raised prices because your profitability isn't right, do you run the risk of losing the customer, and is that good or bad? Sometimes, these next two are together, you might have low customer profitability in the short run because you have long-term opportunity. When I was a partner in management consulting, it was a normal thing for us to do to have these things called wedge projects, where we would sell relatively small projects and deliver on relatively small projects, not expecting to make a profit on them because it's a customer that we really want to have at the company, and we're prepared to take small short-term losses for long-term profitability. And it's a very natural part, particularly in the service industry, to do that. Auditors do that too. If they're trying to steal an audit from another auditor, or there's probably a nicer term, but that's essentially what they do. They may go in on a non-audit related project, not charge too much, but show their capabilities so that the client will have in their mind they have another alternative, and then create future value. On the other hand, when I was at Goldman, we would have people coming to us all the time to do things for cheap or close to free, because to have Goldman as a client is it was a feather in their cap. And so they were happy to take a loss for long-term reputational value to them. And then finally, this happens all the time. You might, you want to improve your business, so you take on clients at a loss, customers at a loss, so you get knowledge. An example of that is when we were at Goldman. This is years ago. I mean, everything's automated now, but we did some of the first automated systems on the New York Stock Exchange floor. And we actually, my group actually created a handheld device. This is true. A handheld device for use on the New York Stock Exchange floor before anyone had it. And we created it made out of Legos. Legos, you know what Legos are. Just to have a proof of concept. We then went to the market, and we had somebody, a firm, turn that into a real product that they sold to us at a very low price, gave us a 2-year window where they could not sell it to anybody else, and then to give us a head start and to give us whatever value added over the competitor we would have. And then after 2 years, it became the standard in the New York Stock Exchange. And they were the only ones selling it. So an example where they were happy to have low or no profitability in the short term for a long-term opportunity. So, and they learned from us because we created it, right? So different ideas on how you evaluate customer profitability, not just the bottom line numbers. Okay, let's do an example. During the first 6 months of 2000.